What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing a head-to-head review of the newest Laphroaig Cairdeas lure. It's 59.6% versus the traditional lure, which is 48%. Now, there's quite a bit of a price discrepancy between these two. The lure on my left over here, which is the 48% traditional one, is over $200. You can get this, it's available all the time at BSW. If it's not on sale, which it often is, you can use my promo code 15 from Whiskey in the Six. At BSW, you'll get this bottle for at least 15% off. So definitely highly recommend it. I'm going to tell you why when I continue this review. But honestly, guys, if you haven't already, please check out BSW because they have all kinds of incredible sales. They have a very vast whiskey selection, and you can use a promo code that gives you 15% off on all your purchases that are not currently on sale. So 15 from Whiskey in the Six on any item that's not on sale gets you 15% off. All right, this one was voted by my friends in the Discord group. We no longer have a Facebook group because Facebook shut down any group that had more than 1,000 people in it. So let's try to grow that Discord group up to 1,000 as well, or more if we can. Gonna do a head-to-head as voted by my friends in Discord. Again, the Cairdeas just came out this year, whereas the traditional lure is always out, and it's about $100 more-ish, depending on where you buy it. Gonna start with the Cairdeas. Despite it being 59.6%, it's the younger of the two, so I kind of want to explain what I mean by that. All right, on the nose, absolutely phenomenal. Everything I love about Laphroaig on this nose. I honestly prefer when Laphroaig doesn't use a ton of sherry casks. And I do think that there are some sherry casks in the lure. This one is non-chill filtered, as it says it right on the box here. I don't know if it's natural color, I doubt it. Although it's not a very dark color. So it's not like they're using a ton of E150 if they are. And the regular lure is a little lighter in color. Beautiful nose, salty, slight medicinal, slight wood char kind of notes. Really, really nice nose. So wet rock kind of note. A little bit of like a magic marker. Something really sweet there too, like a barbecue sauce. Honey, charred apple, that kind of thing. Like an apple covered in honey, thrown on the barbecue. That's kind of what I'm getting here. On the palate. So yeah, it's a higher ABV. There are some youthful notes to it. It reminds me a little bit of some of the Octomores that I've had over the years. Some of the better Octomores, I should say. Really nice. The ABV is actually really nice considering. I'm gonna say that this is probably about 10, 11 years old on average. The heat is not overwhelming at all, not even a little bit. Really nice nose and palate. Now, the standard lure also says non-chill filtered on the tin at the bottom here. This is loaned to me by my boy Silent Bob because he wanted me to do a head-to-head. Still tasting the Cairdeas, just beautiful stuff, long finish. The ABV obviously helps there. Gonna taste the traditional lure and then I'm gonna give it a mark. Okay, so on the nose, the Cairdeas wins. Like, just so much more going on. Obviously the ABV helps, but the standard lure next to the Cairdeas is a little muted. You get it, you get a lot of the same kind of notes, but not as much. And on the standard lure, it does say on the box there is a good use of first fill sherry. And you do get the sherry on the Cairdeas as well, but I love the fact that it's a blend of bourbon casks and sherry casks. Sometimes when like that 10-year-old sherry, it's a little too much when it's a peated scotch. Depends on what it is, but on average, I prefer a little bit of a blend. More magic marker on the nose, less of that honey apple on the barbecue. But there is a little bit of sweetness on the nose here. On the palate, and yeah, that's where this shines. We could tell based on the palate that it's probably a little bit older. I mean, the price gives you a good indication that the standard lure is older as well, but the palate's just so good. If I had to guess, I'd say that the average is probably around 17 years old for the standard Laphroaig lure. But there's probably some whiskeys up to 21 years old in there. Probably some whiskeys as young as maybe 12-ish, maybe even younger. But the use of older whiskey is apparent in this one, okay? This is gonna appeal to two almost different crowds, which is crazy because they're both technically lures. Probably meaning that they use the same portion of bourbon cask to sherry cask. The saltiness and the charred barbecue kind of notes are so much heavier on the Cairdeas. And the nose definitely wins on the Cairdeas. Nose is still nice on the standard lure, but definitely not as barbecue, hickory, salt forward. And that apple note on the Cairdeas is just stunning. Really good. The standard lure is a solid 88 out of 100. Maybe 87, just because it falls short on the palate as far as finish goes. It kind of just sip and gone. So yeah, for that reason, I'll give this an 87. Delicious stuff. You can't go wrong. Decent price range. You're probably getting some older Laphroaig in there. Like I said, up to probably 21 years old. Now, if you like a more relaxing pour and play kind of whiskey, you're gonna lean toward the standard lure. This is more of your suits kind of Laphroaig, if like so to speak. The Macallan drinker, the just Lagavulin 16 kind of drinker is really gonna like the Laphroaig lure. This is more punch you in the face, robust Octomore drinker style. All right, and I really like it. I think this is one of the best products that Laphroaig has put out in a long time. Man, one more sip. It's hard not to give this one an 88, 89. I'm trying to find things wrong with it and I can't. I gotta give this one an 88 at least, all right? And honestly, I could be convinced that this is an 89 as well. So 88, 89, really, really good. The standard is no slouch. Like I said, 87. And the only reason is I love the robust punch you in the face style of the Cairdeas, whereas you're not going to get that from the standard. You're more in the wearing a suit at a dinner party. Really nice. You can definitely dissect that and find all kinds of layers, but I prefer the Cairdeas, especially head to head, because it dominates. All right, that's it for me, guys. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Check out the Discord link below. Jump into the chat. Let's try to build that one back up, because they canceled us on Facebook, but they canceled everybody, so it's not just us. Overall, join Discord just for some cool conversation. Cheers, guys.